Canada just welcomed the first group of 25,000 Syrian refugees the country is planning to take in by March. Margaret, 163 Syrian refugees entered Canada under this newly accelerated entry program Canada's got going on right now. They arrived on a 16-hour flight coming from Beirut, and something that was pretty cool. Justin Trudeau was there to welcome them, along with a few other politicians. They were giving out jackets, saying nice things like, you know, welcome to your new home, that kind of stuff. The crowds of people was just unbelievable. I mean, thousands of people showed up. They were taking pictures with Mr. Trudeau. They were there to welcome and show their support for this you know, newly proposed idea to take in this many refugees. What do you think, Margaret? I think it's cool.
Look, I mean, it is awesome, but at the same time, I think they're publicly decrying the U.S. policy, our official narrative by many politicians here that we don't want you, you know, or we're shutting down everything, don't come here. So Canada, it's great, but at the same time, don't you just think that they're doing it because of the negativity happening here?
Oh, kind of like we're not American, we're not like them.
At least we're not you guys. Possibly, you know.
Sure, but you know, also though, one thing that should be noticed is that, like, not only did this, you know, pass easily through the Parliament in Canada, you know, it also has widely spread support of the Canadian people. So I think we could actually, quite opposite, we could take some tips from the Canadians in this respect.
The New York Times reported that these families arriving here, that actually sponsors had raised 28,000 Canadian dollars for each family arriving. So not only are they welcoming them, they're really giving them a lot of generous aid. You know, Trudeau himself is welcoming them. So they're to be admired. You know, the Canadians, those good old Canadians, they always seem to do the right thing.
Yeah. Do you think these refugees wanted the spotlight on them when they're showing up?
They didn't want to be like a political campaign tool.
Yeah. Because this clearly is politicized. The fact that he's there, you know, the camera crews, the whole shebang. I know it's symbolic and all, and you know, it's a good thing. But do you think the refugees necessarily wanted to be under the spotlight like that when they're coming in as refugees like that? It's like, you know, on the other hand, we have to keep that in mind, you know, at the end of the day.
You don't think they wanted to do like a PR?
Well, no, it definitely is a PR. No, without a doubt, it's a whole PR thing. They're politicizing the whole thing. But did the refugees themselves, you think, want that?
16-hour flight, you just kind of want to lay down. But at that point, you're so grateful, I'm assuming, to be out of Syria, to be out of a conflict zone, per se, that I don't know if they would mind.
Yeah. One refugee was quoted saying, "Now we feel as if we got out of hell and we came to paradise." That's pretty cool. You know, like I said earlier, we could learn a thing or two from Canada. I mean, look, Canada has their newly appointed, very liberal government, but that doesn't mean that they don't have opposition in their country. I mean, like every country, they have the opposition. But the difference is, in America, this kind of stuff doesn't fly on the right? We see Obama getting criticized for his plan to take in 10,000 Syrian refugees. And although they have their opposition in Canada, they still all agreed that this was a pretty good idea. And I wish the U.S. and a lot of people on the right who feel that, you know, it's the Muslims that are the problem and we have to close off our country, I hope they change their mind and see that these are innocent people fleeing war zones. They're not terrorists.